This is Bargy, as in onion Bargy. This is Joe and Bargy, the Lugger Falcon. Tell us something about her again, Joe.
Well, we're starting to work her now a little bit. We're just getting her used to sitting on the lure, having her dinner on the lure, and then now dropping down from the perch to the lure, so she recognises that I want her to chase that lure when I start proper training with her.
So she's sort of got to grow a bit of independence now, and essentially kind of catch her own food, hasn't she?
Yeah.
It's a pretend food, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
a pretend lure or pretend bird or whatever, but
Definitely.
it's going to hopefully start getting her airborne probably in the next couple of weeks, really. I would like to think, wouldn't we? Like properly airborne.
Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, providing everything goes to plan.
Yeah, we'll just let her go at her speed, whether it's quick, slow kind of thing. It will just be at her speed, but so far so good, would you say?
Definitely, so far so good. She's got a lovely temperament, quite a calm bird. Seems to have taken everything in her stride so far. So let's hope that keeps going.
And why? What's the point in her? Because you've got a Lana Falcon here. She flies beautifully. Not a great deal of difference in sort of size and flight, I guess. I'd say the Lana will probably be more stylish, no offence to the Lugger. But so why is she here? Why we took on, or why are you having to train another bird when you're already over busy?
She's here because Project Lugger would like her to highlight the problems that these birds are having in the wild. They have a horrific time in the wild, and Project Lugger are there to help that and try and redress that situation, educate the people of that country so that they don't catch peregrines by using these guys as bait, which sounds horrendous to us, doesn't it?
Yeah, so bigger falcons, like you say, bigger sakers and maybe peregrines as well. They're using these as bait, aren't they? Let's have a little look at the board. So hopefully, well done with her. Hopefully we'll check back in and catch her doing a bit of training and a bit more along the way, kind of thing.
Yeah, watch the vlog and the Facebook page, and I'm sure you'll keep up to date with what
Bargy's
up to.
Hopefully we'll have a video not that too far in the future of seeing her fly in the sky, but have a quick look at this, everybody. So this gives you some idea of the kind of plight that the Lugger Falcon's in now. A very, very, very common bird of prey that is now not as common, and it's going to get less common if these kinds of traditions, which are totally unnecessary. This is the thing, it's not someone in one part of the world telling other people how to do their job or what to do or how to practice their falconry. This is totally unnecessary. There's no need for it whatsoever. It's not just killing animals, killing these birds, it's subjecting them to huge amounts of suffering, which is, you know, as bad or worse maybe. So hopefully here at Icarus Falconry, along with many falconry centres that are on board with the project in the UK, hopefully Joe, cups of tea, Joe and her Lugger, Bargy, will educate the public and let them sort of understand a bit about it. And that's what we do, isn't it? It's all about awareness, making people aware of animals, what animals exist, what they need, and that way we can get people to care, and that's what it's about.
Silent by reptiles.
Haven't done it yet, madam. I do get juggling on this.
Ready? You're hungry? Let's get it for the vlog.
Yeah, he's on the camera. Now the bullfinch is back. I'm on the woodpecker.
Look at these gnarly dinosaurs. Just soaking up the sun first thing in the morning to get going again. Charging up their batteries, if you like, their solar power. And soon they'll be foraging, and once they start, my goodness, they pretty much eat all day long. Very prehistoric beasties. Now I can give you some idea of their size. Oh, sorry about that. It's a pretty decent sized creature, and shy, younger and smaller, but they're all growing very fast. Now a lot of our reptiles we keep will sprinkle like a vitamin D or maybe a calcium powder on there for them. And with these guys, they also get cuttlefish bone broken up into chunks. These guys need a lot of calcium to grow these shells and their bones, and they're something that grows fast. And the skeleton certainly plenty of calcium to grow that skeleton well. But absolutely lovely. And we're having sort of 28, 29 degree weather, so they will actually seek out the shade. They will get too hot, but it's certainly reptile weather for sure. Enjoy the rest of the vlog. So have a look at these. This is a second clutch of milk snake eggs, and these are from the Pueblan female, and these will have more, sorry, they're from the Pueblan female, they're from the apricot female, and these will have more apricot coloured young. The males are normal, so they won't all be apricots, but my goodness, how cool is that? A writhing mass of spring-loaded, beautiful baby Pueblan milk snakes that have different patterns, different colours. How beautiful are those baby snakes? They're going to shed their skin in a few days, and then it'll be time to separate them. Milk snakes do eat other milk snakes, and in the king snake family, it's always best to keep them separate at this age and feed them accordingly. And once they're feeding, there's going to be some very lucky owners of some very beautiful, beautiful Pueblan milk snakes. Aren't they gorgeous? A lovely snake. They're a great first snake. They're a great specialist snake. They're kind of an absolute snake for anyone. They don't grow huge, maybe 4 feet long, the adults are. They don't need a lot of room as such. They don't need any specialist snake care at all. These snakes are mega pets and mega interesting to keep as far as snakes go. And now they're springing. Let's get that lid on, because once they spring, they all spring. Hopefully you've enjoyed this week's vlog. Keep on watching and click that subscribe button for when we finally get those standalone videos up and running once again. Really quite like this Vietnamese blue beauty snake setup. It's communal. It's got hide boxes stacked. Sorry about the reflection. You get the idea. We've got 2 really blue females. Much of both sisters. This one's half the size. Just difference in appetite, not feeding, just appetite. They're not, one eats loads, one's not so fussy. And then we've got 2 unrelated males, which are both actually different colours, but the same kind of colour more. Not having it through the glass. There's a little guy. Really interesting keeping them communally. Certainly don't have any problems. Obviously be a little bit careful when I feed them, but anything I keep communally, which isn't a lot of stuff, tends to get food dumped in en masse. Lots of food items spread out, and you just got to be careful, obviously. They don't end up eating the same one. Very different in colour form. So the really blue ones have such reduced patterning. It is all about the blue. If you look at the rear end of her, and then the male, you've got these lovely, actually, I don't know, I like the blue, but I love the patterns on these greener guys. Anyway, eggs due to hatch in a couple of weeks. Fingers crossed, it'd be absolutely great if these hatch. I'd love to see some baby ones of these again. And there's the younger female. No, not younger. There's the smaller sister. She's, I don't know, half the size, 2/3 the size. Vietnamese blue beauty snakes, definitely underrated. I think it's because they're very defensive, and some people are scared of snakes biting them, and at the end of the day, their teeth are absolutely tiny. 2-year-old toddler biting is going to give you far more problems than a blue beauty snake, that's for sure. Stunning snakes, easy to keep. They don't need an arboreal setup, just look really nice in it, to be quite honest. They're not fussy, dead easy to keep, totally unfussy, grow huge, 10, 12, 14 feet even, and all of them can curl up in one of those, I don't know, 12-inch storage tubs as a hide, stacked up, so they've got plenty of choice. You don't want to keep snakes communally and then not give them much choice, just in case, and they might not want to be all curled up together, but they don't seem to mind at all. And then, oh, the light's gone off now, but if we go over here, we've got a pair of Baron's Racers juveniles, which again, kept communally, absolutely, I mean, it's the wrong word for reptiles, but seem to adore each other's company. No problems feeding them together. Food's just put in there. Again, the reflection's not helpful. Oh, that's nice. These guys are just waiting for a male and a couple more years, and hopefully we'll be reproducing those. These are just fed, so they're quite alert. Lovely. Again, Baron's Racers, equally as interesting as the blue beauty snakes. Sort of semi-arboreal. Been weeding out the little tiny outdoor reptile enclosure. So look at this now, it's not super colourful, but it's a very endearing little reptile, a British or an English common lizard. And just as we film, of course, it's vanished. I don't know if there's anything else I can show you because I've just disturbed the area. And so the slow worms and the green toads And the pool frogs have all done one, as you might say. Just for the time being, let's see what else is in there. Everyone's gone into hiding. But this is a lovely, this outdoor reptile enclosure is exactly the same in many ways. Oh, there's one. As having, let's see if I can spy. As having, where are you? Oh, look at that. In many ways, the same as having an outdoor wildlife pond. It has the same kind of interest. You never know what you're going to see next. Oh, my shadow's on that little fellow there. Look at that. British common lizard. We've got some great stuff in the UK. We just don't have as much species diversity as maybe a hot Mediterranean country or a tropical area. Does it mean we haven't got some cracking species? So yeah, the whole thing really, it's just like having a wildlife pond, except it's not a pond. It has got a pond in there. And it has that same interest. You stare into the water of your wildlife pond and suddenly it comes alive and you start to see different creatures on the surface or below. And this outdoor reptile enclosure is just the same. One minute you see a pool frog stick his head up from the pond, next minute the big mouth slowworm's cruising around in the heather, or a common lizard's out right at the top basking. A really different way to keep your reptiles and amphibians. And it's an up and coming way. Certain people in the UK are really pioneering this now. It's been done for many, many years in hot countries, keeping even their tropical, their monitor lizards, let's say, outside, and their snakes. But here in the UK, it's sort of quite a new thing. It's not that difficult to do. A lot of these animals, if you set up the hibernaculum right, they will hibernate in situ. But like anything else, it does need a bit of care and time. A really interesting and healthy way for these herps to live, for sure. Why not give it a try if you are a reptile keeper? Here's Simba doing really well. Hi Sam. Sam has kind of led us, if you like, look after Simba. She's out with our other giant sulcata tortoise and our Mediterranean tortoises. Looking at the weekend, these guys will be here out at this weekend for sure. So don't forget, holdeme.com for your tickets, and you can come and see us here at Icarus Falconry as part of that ticket price, as well as the lovely gardens, the beautiful Icarus Falconry Centre. The tortoises will be roaming around in their paddock. Come and meet them. And of course, at 2:45 or thereabouts, we're going to have some kind of animal talk. I'm not sure what we're going to look at this weekend, but each day will be different. Absolutely gorgeous, look at that. What a beautiful creature. And of course, we'll be flying birds somewhere around 1 o'clock as well. Goodbye. Look at these. These are the baby milk snakes just hatched from the apricot female. So they're both bred to a normal male. The normal female clutch was here. You've already seen those hatchlings. And these were laid a couple of days later. And these are from the apricot female, so essentially these are going to be beautiful apricots. There's a guy there, look at that. And they just have, instead of the white banding, they end up with much more sort of yellowy orange banding. Isn't that amazing? A whole clutch of bubbling milk snake babies. These guys are going to be set up in a larger box. They're going to be literally given a week. They'll shed their skins and then they'll all be ravenous, hopefully, and they'll be separated out as per my other snakes. Milk snakes will eat their own kind, so once their appetite kicks in, they'll be set up separately and soon off to their new homes. What little beauties. Captive bred great crested newts are doing exceptionally well. I've just removed 2 from their nursery aquarium because they're ready to metamorphose. They've darkened in colour, their gills are shrinking, their legs are prominent, and they've gone into a much shallower container now, about 1 inch of water with access to sort of air so they can crawl out. I just hope we can keep them going that bit further. They've done so well. Really pleased. Wow, that one's way too near the front. Oh, if only we could focus it. That's, oh, he's eating well now. He's scuffing his face. Let's see if we can pull away and No, too much reflection. The size of the little guy. He's probably like, look at him go. Eating frozen daphne. Look at that piglet. These guys now, I don't know how long they are, 1.25 inches, maybe 1.5 inches. And you can see their colours are really darkening now. They were translucent to begin with. Soon they'll all be metamorphosing into tiny little great crested newts. Hopefully we can grow them on and keep them alive for that bit longer and set up our own little colony. We've got a colony of 3, all captive bred from a long line of captive bred newts. Look at them pigging out. It's been great watching these little guys grow up. Look at him go. These are red signal crayfish. Invasive species here in the UK. Look at him go. He's come out for the food and he's shy. And he's been quite busy in some of our animal talks here up at the Falconry Centre on our weekend open days. Bless him, he's hid away. One of the Cray twins, we're just waiting for number 2 to turn up. There he goes, look at him. Actually, crayfish of all kinds are really interesting creatures to keep in an aquarium. Very destructive, but very interesting nonetheless. Just got back from the weekend's Falconry Centre open days. Too hot for the bald eagle when I sat in a tree, bless him. And the animal talk was interesting because it was captive bred great crested newts and common toads and slowworms. Just talking about what you can do in your garden as much as anything else for wildlife. Great audience, they just stayed all the way through, lots of feedback. And it was great today meeting a couple that had come down who saw our vlogs and come to see us because of the vlog. So it was great meeting them, real wildlife enthusiasts. You know who you are. Lovely meeting those. Just got back. We've got to nip out to a wedding reception, but just thought I'd check on the bull snakes. And look, they've shed their skins today. So these gorgeous, gorgeous animals. Look at the size of these for hatchling snakes. These beauties are going to be separated out tomorrow. And oh, there's an escapee. And these guys are going to be fed tomorrow evening. Oh, look at that feisty one. These are keepers, these golden ones, just to grow on and see what they turn out like. Look at that, the bull snake is. And soon these will be going to new homes. So a very snaky vlog this week, but of course when you've got baby snakes this gorgeous hatching out, I want to look at them. And surely you want to be impressed by a feisty bull snake rattling its tail and hissing like this. Enjoy the rest of the vlog. We've just set up, it's Sunday now, early Sunday morning. Hopefully this will get in this week's vlog just about. It is hot, it's going to be 30 degrees in the shade today. It's not just the fact it's hot, it's just come out of nowhere. And look at these Harris's hawks, these are pretty much a desert species really. Have a look at these guys. Oh, it sort of looks a bit blown out in the sunshine. Have a look at those. Literally soaking up the sunshine. Early morning. And of course, just like us, the ultraviolet rays of the sun, at the right amount, not too much, are beneficial. Lots of animals, I've said this before, so many animals sunbathe, owls, toads, things you think are nocturnal, frogs, they'll sunbathe. And another thing it probably does for these birds, a bit like when jays and things go anting, it's killing tiny mites maybe on their feathers or bacteria. Because as we know, the ultraviolet rays, they're good for us, but they're also incredibly strong and damaging to sort of microbes. Look at those guys, Nigel and Zara. There's one here, Gordon. He's not sunbathing. He's not in the sun. He's not feeling it yet. Look at that. Jackie's behind us. She is busy weeding, and it's peaceful and quiet. And as always here at Icarus Falconry, you know, we rely on not just our 2 core staff members, Emily and Joe, but also helpers and volunteers, and that's the same for any animal business. So we've got Tommy over here. He's busy cleaning out the mews, putting out the falcons, and generally keeping out of the camera shot because he's very shy. And there he goes. But in a little while, before we actually have too many people come through, they're out there now having a cup of tea and an ice cream, I think, or just a cold drink. But before they even come in, there's people sitting around the tea van. we're going to go into the sort of this field out here where we fly Pedro, and we're going to do hopefully get a snake video in the bag, a standalone video, because we know we're really behind on these videos. It's not too bad in the winter because there's less work to do, and it's the falconry season, so we do a lot of falconry videos. But this time of year, it's very different. It's just manic, and for me, it's really a lot of it's about the snakes and exotic animals. It's the snake breeding season. We've got lots of baby snakes, as you've seen in the vlog, or you're going to see in the vlog. But have a look down here. I don't know if I can do this on a selfie camera or not. So let me see if I can point to them. Have a look down here. Hold on, hold on. Hang on. Let me see. Where's my finger? There it is. Have a look down here. Keep looking. We've got a wasp nest. Now this is a pain for me. I'll tell you why. Excuse the pun. It's a pain because I love wasps. They fascinate me. They do a massively important job feeding millions and millions of other insects, many of which are things like aphids, to their children. The wasp grub's a meat eater, so wasps collect lots of our garden pests in millions of tons probably throughout the UK. They feed to their children. Unfortunately, they'll take any meat they can get, and if this nest actually grows too big, the problem we've got is they'll be in our birds, they'll sting our birds because they'll feed from the birds' food that the birds are eating themselves. That'll annoy the wasps. As the birds eat the food, the wasps will sting the birds, and they do quite regularly. We have to be careful at this time of year. Worse still, they go in our pockets of our falconry vests where we've got meat when we're about to train or fly a bird, and the girls put their hands in their pockets to get a titbit out for the birds, and they grab a wasp and it stings them, and this happens every summer in a good wasp year. So unfortunately, and it hurts me to say this. Let's have another look at these gorgeous animals. Where are they? Unfortunately, have a look. It means I'm going to have to kill this nest. It's just too close. It's right in the middle of the falconry centre. They're only little wasps. They're not going to be a great problem. But if this wasp nest does well and we have a hot weather, the problem is they are going to cause our birds and our staff a little bit of pain and a little bit of annoyance. So I'm going to have to destroy that nest before it gets too big. Yeah, it's a shame. I do find it a shame. And hopefully there's other wasp nests around. It's been a really tough year for insects this year. Mega tough year. The worst, coldest, darkest, gloomiest spring. And this weekend it's 30 degrees out of the blue. It's crazy. Climate change combined with English weather. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the vlog.